What is up, everyone? What's up? I'm streaming at 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. My first ever super high quality live stream I've ever done on this channel. I'm streaming at 4K at 60 frames per second. Meaning that this is the exact same resolution as my pre-recorded videos I usually do on this channel. I'm just going to make sure that we're live. Let's make sure. Because I know with my other phone it's quite slow sometimes. Here we go. Kind of busy at this club here. Let me lower the bit rate down. 10 megabytes per second. I want to make sure we don't buffer when I start scooting. Here we go, guys. 4K 60. Welcome, everyone. They're still busy over here at this 7 night club to the left. I think they're just now starting to leave. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head on over to Eagles Landing and stream over there. .4K 60 frames a second, guys. Let's go this way. Let's give you guys some action. You can see just how clear and crisp the video is, just like my pre-recorded videos, once again. It's gonna take some time for people to join, so I'll just go ahead and start going over. If you want to know what I'm using the IRL Pro app and the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. I think that was the wrong thing to break up the hill. All right, here we go. A bit of a cloudy night tonight. It isn't clear like it was the other night. Kind of looks a little rainy, but it isn't. For a rainy, actually, the clouds would be a bit brighter, so it's got partly cloudy skies. So got some peeps out here, some peoples. Because or at least scooter actually, my scooter, because electric anything, force the pedal against the lever to do that. What's up? What's up? interruptions going on here. Let's go this way. Hey, what's up? Getting bad signal interruptions here. Let me... Buffering. Here you go. I see Miss Celestial Ascent here. Hey, DreamMachine. Hey, what's up, Miss Celestial Ascent? Buffering, yeah, I saw that, unfortunately, so I turned it down even lower. That should take care of the buffering. I was anticipating some of that. Make sure my lights are on here. Kind of buffering, yeah. It isn't buffering now, it looks to be. Make sure this is on, tracking the mileage as I head over to Eagles Landing. Here we go. Whoops. Here we go. 89% battery. This is my first time ever doing 4K 60. I've never done this before on this channel. So we may have some buffering here and there, but looks to be that the bitrate is cooperating, so. Okay. Let's go over to Eagles Landing. It's quite the dramatic looking sky we have tonight with the cloud formations and you name it. What's up, man? Watch out for the potholes, of course. Yes, with these falls, most of the streets don't have potholes. Thankfully, it's smooth sailing. Don't want you out of action like AK, exactly. Yeah, Old Atlanta Road doesn't have potholes, and rock quarries though, so I'll be careful there. Ground. can lower the This should be resuming the stream. I have it at 1080p now. Still a bad signal. All right, I'm in. All right, we're at CDP. Yeah, now it's buffering. Not as bad. Miss Celestial said better. Okay. Let me get out. CDP. Put it back. It's good. No. Really bad signal tonight. It usually isn't like this, but I'm gonna adjust it in a second, because now I have it at 1080p and it's still better now. That was a really bad area in totality. Now, I have it at 1080p just to it looks like a 70s music video. It kind of does. That was just a really bad area to begin with anyway. That's the good thing about this episode. You can resume it, you can switch another resolution and then do that. And with the IRL Pro app, you can resume it at another resolution and come right back on. The Celestial Ascent said, geez, I know, right? It was too high quality, and along with the poor signal reception anyway of the area. Unfortunately. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. So right now I'm not streaming at 4K, I'm doing 1080p because I want to make sure that the quality is coming out on the scooter, but I'll switch it back to 4K when I start walking because we'll be in a better signal area, or a better area that has better signal. Nice and smooth. Starting to turn to the autumn now. I see that you have some autumn leaves there. On the ground here. So I know better now. I had to learn the hard way with the buffer and all that. Unfortunately, I had to learn that I could actually set the resolution to a meaningful resolution without buffering. It's just a quality when it gets to better. Like right now, I'm going to set it to an even lower resolution because I see they're kind of buffering again, unless I lower the bit rate down. Let me see if that helps. Because we're all over the place. Let me lower that down. I'll just use this now because I have to think. Let's go over to Eagle's Landing. Because now we got signal again. Stockbridge Police, cool. Up to 16, so I'm wondering, people welcome. Hey, Got some tall grass to the right. It almost looked like a person a bit. At least the scooter isn't squeaking like it was the other night. So ideally, I think 1440p is an all-around good resolution to work with for my streams, but we'll test out 4K 60 when I get over to Eagles Landing in a second. Potholes coming up ahead, so I'll slow down over here. All good. At all. Good. My scooter, I may have to lower this down, maybe even to 720p or 480p even, to make sure it does not buffer. I'd have to lower it ridiculously to get any sort of meaningful, better qualities out of it. I just want to see if I can do that. Let's see. Very quickly. So we're buffering really bad over here too. Or at least we were coming up the hill. 5 people, welcome. This is live streaming for you. Okay. When a lot of people are on the same tower, that's what's going to happen. Now this is IRL Pro, Miss Celestial Ascent. Camify actually would handle buffering a wee bit better, but it would still be bad over there regardless because the signal's just not good. Yep. One thing I have to say is that this scooter has really bad problems with the accelerator sometimes. It'll accelerate even if I don't want it to. I don't like that. It's been having accelerator problems the last month or so now. It's not good, so. Somebody's over there, so I'll go ahead and do like I did the last time I was over here and ride down the sidewalk a bit and start the stream somewhere around over here at 4K 60. So let me put you guys on the gimbal first. Okay, here we go. Take these reflector lights off. Since I don't need them, I need to focus on walking. Okay. So ideally with this, I can do up to 4K 60 FPS if I wanted to, but I don't have to stream actually at 4K if the signal's bad in the area. And that's good to know, so that's being taken note of as well. So if I want to get a premiere or a pre-recorded video type quality, I could do that if I wanted to. All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna actually try out 4K now, so bear with me. Okay, I'm at 4K. I'm actually at 4K now. Mind you, this is a test, so if it's not completely perfect, it is what it is, but let's start walking. Usually that area where I'm on my scooter gets pretty rough with the signal anyway, so. The good part I've learned is that you can actually change the resolution. You don't necessarily have to keep it at the set resolution on the IRL Pro app. And you can resume the stream and still have it available in 4K. Miss Celestial Ascent said okay. Mouse Potato said so far so good. Want to get a cup of tea? Me old mucka. There's a lot more people out here than there usually are at this time of night, to be honest with you. It's 1:04. The other night I came out, there was barely anybody. Now you have at least some people out here. Quasi-English, ain't I? Just being silly. You're funny, man. So right now, guys, we're actually streaming at 4K 60p. It's doing at least 80 or 90. It's going fast. Let's see if this works. Alright. I lowered it down to 8 megabits per second. Usually it'll try to go higher than that since it's at 4K 60 anyway. I know, right, Mouse Potato? These roads are very wide, indeed. .4K 60 FPS. Absolutely nuts that I'm able to actually even do this. So the buffering earlier was to be expected. I didn't expect it to go completely smooth sailing, especially since there are a lot of people somewhat still out, even though it's really not a lot of people. They could be using the cell towers, so. But it's good to know with this amazing resolution that I can switch it down if I need to, if it's a bad signal in the area, or if I'm riding around. I could even probably lower it to as low as 480p, even though that's not really ideal. I would do 720p 60 probably at the lowest, but it just really depends on the area. Because this is a live stream, this is not a pre-recorded video, but it's just amazing. I can shoot what I usually record anyway for pre-recorded videos what a lot of YouTubers do as pre-recorded videos as a live stream is just awesome. Mouse Potato said I better stop using that speech before people really start to think I speak like that. I know, right? 2008 YouTube, especially with those kind of resolutions. I think YouTube is 480p in 2008. It was that was the high quality setting. .240p, yeah, they still use 240p, yep. That's the low quality setting. Electrify America electric car charging station, up to 350 kilowatts. These EV charging stations are about 5 or 6 years old. 2018 or 2019 they were put over here. They have some scratches, as you see, on the plastic. It's a bit worn out now. But they're still in good enough shape, it looks to be. Still pretty futuristic nonetheless, even though it's quite literally aged a little bit. Here's Walmart. I know, right? Mouse Potato, about time YouTube increased it to more than 60 FPS. They really need to. Even 144 frames a second, exactly. YouTube's being a bit lazy. I've been recording at 120 FPS for many years now, dating all the way back to really 2015. It looks better than 60. I even did 240 at sometimes, since I have a 240 hertz computer. 240 hertz laptop. It does look like Cyberpunk 2077, Mouse Potato. More like Cyberpunk 2027. I think a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 would probably happen sooner than what they're making it out to be, unfortunately, with some of it. Maybe even the 2050s. But that's another conversation. Here's Walmart. Okay, we're gonna walk through over here like I did the last time. Back to the Future, I know, right, Miss Celestial? The size of that motorhome, I know, right? The one we just passed by. Yeah, it looked amazing. Here's Rainbow Fashion. I think this deserves some 4K love. Along with Shoe Depot. Here's what fashions they're advertising. Look at those two ladies going on. It's finally looking like the 2000s again. With those lower rise jeans and hip hop, like punk rock kind of fashion. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Look at that. They even have her advertising Saddle Up. Matching sets from $7.97 US. And how could I forget the infamous Crocs? They have Crocs over here. That's a staple of 2020's fashion, at least the first half of the decade, but maybe the rest of it too. Whoa, I just saw some boots up here too. Look at that. Look at these boots they have over there. Interesting. All right, let's keep walking. The frame rate dropped as I zoomed in and zoomed out, so that was to be expected as well. Here goes my carrier, my phone carrier, AT&T. I remember Mouse Potato saying before that it was not in the UK and hadn't been in the UK in years. Let me look at the comments. Mouse Potato said that wouldn't be allowed on the road here. That's the size of that motorhome, right? This looks like you're right here with me. It's so crisp and smooth and clear. This is exactly what I wanted initially. Actually, I'm going to take off this chest mount here and put it in my backpack. Gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Okay. It's buffering a lot still, but okay. Here we go. All right. Let me put this away because we're going to be walking for a little while longer. Just put it in here. Alright. Let me hydrate a little bit as well. Get some water here. Continue walking. All right. See if the network can handle a bit more than that. I have it at 11 megabytes per second, or megabits per second. .5 megabits per second. Let's see if that helps a bit. This could just be a bad area of signal again. Like I mentioned in the other stream, the signal is not guaranteed. me also take the chat of the... This is a Twitch. Don't really need that. Mouse Potato said UFO. Yeah, I think those other areas just had bad signal altogether. The IRL Pro app, if it has bad signal, it needs to come up with a better, lower adaptive bit rate instead of trying to max it out when it starts buffering, trying to catch up. They have to put that there so they don't drive the wrong way. It's just really funny saying that. I know in the UK they do drive forward on the left side of the road, not the right side of the road like over here in the US. He said proof says do not enter. Yeah. It's actually very dark over here. Let me adjust the camera. It's a bit better. It's pretty dark over here. Not too dark, but dark enough. have 2075 milliamp hours, or milliamps, this thing. We were just talking about Cyberpunk 2077. Then I catch a 2075. Let's see. Mouse Potato says POV is going to get abducted by aliens. Wrong way, it's giving you a hint. Site is taking forever. Here we go. You have to actually see me walking to do anything. And look at how big these potholes are. The street is starting to be in rough condition. At least the top layer is. Here's McDonald's. But this time I'm just going to keep walking this way. I'm not going to plug in any power bank or anything until I get to the other area. I want to keep the video as smooth as possible. Mouse Potato said the dreaded Walmart. Plenty of aliens in there. I know, I've seen Men in Black. Yeah, Walmart is a good place to look for aliens, if you ask me. And people in Walmart, or people of Walmart. Okay, Verizon's over here. Stockbridge Police Department, cool. Extra space storage. Super 8 by Wignum. Mouse Potato said that pothole could have claimed you. They need to be like AK. Exactly. That's why I'm showing these potholes in the road to anyone who's wanting to come out here and scoot or cycle, bicycle that is. Motorcycles will be able to handle that. But yeah, these live streams can be very helpful. That's why you have to always be very careful riding your scooter. I mean, it is nighttime as well, but it can be just as dangerous during the daytime. Something is swimming in the water over there. Crisper than my pre-recorded video over here. 4K 120 wide angle. Now I'm recording 4K 60 FPS, live streaming it. About to catch up with my pre-recorded resolution. I don't think I would try 4K 120 with these tower signals, these tower carriers rather, with the signal not being strong enough. So, I mean, if I were to try 120 FPS live streaming, I would probably do it in 1080p at first, just to get a feel for it, and then try it at 1440p if the area allowed for it. But YouTube doesn't even allow 120 FPS videos yet, so still stuck at 60. But for live streaming, this is incredible when I'm streaming it right now. I did 1440p at 60 FPS. Now I'm doing 4K at 60 FPS. Pretty amazing. So it looks super realistic. Even though it's at 60, the shutter is at 1/60th of a second. So you have a healthy amount of motion blur, giving you that immersive look. Look at how smooth that is, passing by this fence. It almost looks like it does in real life. Big M. I think he's transporting horses there as well. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Get this washer right here. Pretty cool. It's a pretty nice looking washer. Occasionally I'll pick that up in the streets there. It looks pretty cool. Here's Chick-fil-A. I already walked through here the last time, so I don't really need to keep walking through here. Let me go to the right over here and we'll at least see what Waffle House is like, signal-wise. Keep catching a lot of cats tonight. That's the third cat. Hello. The main road access is straight ahead, it said, or to the right from this angle. That's a pretty cool piece too, but I think it's baked into the concrete. This little metal object, you can see it, but yeah. Keep walking, I'll keep walking. Here's Waffle House. I see that they've torn a lot of land down to the right where I'm pointing the camera. I remember how long this light took. I'll go ahead and cross over here. Mouse Potato said, "Oh, I saw his eyes shining." Yeah, that was a cute little cat. I'm glad I chose to cross the street when I did. This light is a long light. Let me see if I can go ahead and help them out here. That way it should load quicker. They can go ahead and take care of their business instead of waiting there for like a half an hour. I'm literally holding a TV studio, guys, in my hand. And all I have is a gimbal and a smartphone. A high quality one, I'll bet, but this is essentially a TV studio I'm holding. I'm streaming 4K at 60 frames per second. That's official TV quality. And so is 1080p. Without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on equipment. The whole setup is about maybe $1,700, I think. 1.7K. I know DSLRs that cost more. Mouse Potato said, "I've seen what people get up to in your Waffle House. It's like a bloodbath." You're funny, man. Yeah, Waffle Houses do get pretty crowded here in Georgia and the south of the southeastern United States. There's a lot of rocks over here. I know that they've been busy. So it got a little bit poor there. .78 Fahrenheit. It's pretty warm out here again. My Emergency Dental, same day dentistry. That's what they're advertising. Here's what date and time it is. You can see it there. There we go. It's too blurry, but it's 1:50 a.m. and it is September 3rd, 2024, 78 Fahrenheit, which is about 25 Celsius. It's funny to think that most of the world they use metric units, and the United States rather still uses imperial units, although I've seen UK YouTubers, and they kind of use both. They'll say miles per hour and kilometers per hour. I always thought that was kind of funny. What channel number are you? Channel number 5, baby. Channel 5 coming at you. Well, out here, Jeff, it looks, very nice out here. There's a crane over there at Piedmont Henry. Got some signal interruptions here because of the poor quality, but it's a beautiful night out here. Slightly humid. It's good if you want to go for a jog, but, be careful, in dark areas. I apologize, Jeff. We're having some trouble with our signal. Go ahead and keep to find a better signal, but you get the picture. It's a beautiful night out here. Back to you. Here we go. Yeah, we had to wait for our signal to clear up, Jeff. I'm sorry about the noise there, but it's a beautiful night out here. It's 78 degrees out here. It's a little humid, so if you want to come out for a jog, you are going to break a sweat, but otherwise, it's a pretty cool night. You know, just wear, reflective vests so people that, people can see where you're running or walking, and you should be good. Back to you, Jeff. Yeah. But yeah, the signal over here is kind of buffering a bit. Rarely kilometers per hour? Oh wow, you rarely use kilometers per hour? I think I hear a train way in the distance. Yep, that's a train. I won't be catching it because I'm all the way over here at Eagles Landing. I'd have to go back to the town area, and I'm not doing that right at the moment. But maybe in the next half an hour, when I get back on the scooter and lower the resolution. The European continent uses kilometers per hour? Oh, wow. Yeah, I know that they do. I didn't... Okay, so the UK, they use miles per hour. Very interesting. Look at this bicycle. Maybe it's a clue to go cycling. Can you twist the wheels? This has been here for a minute too. Look at that, you can. The wheels do turn. You can play the dramatic music and go dun 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 dun. Okay, it's Channel 5 Action News, and we are walking out here in Stockbridge, Georgia at night, and I'm just going to show you how peaceful it looks over here. If you want to come and go for a jog, you can. Just make sure to wear your high visibility jacket, and you'll be good to go. It is a warm 78 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's kind of toasty out here still, but if you want to come do it, you're going to break a sweat. Back to you, Ken. I mean, really, this is TV studio quality. Trying these antennas of AT&T and maybe some others as well is kind of pushing it, but it seems to be doing okay right now. The bit rate is exceptional. I'm glad that it's doing it this way and not buffering. Just lower the bit rate. At least it's still in 4K, you know? Mouse Potato said we pick and choose. That's a small bike. I know, right? Wonder who owns it. Stuart Little? Mouse Potato, you're funny, man. Stuart Little left his bike all the way over here at Eagles Landing. I thought he was in Central Park. Or lived with the fellow humans in one of those areas around Central Park. The neighborhoods around there. Truist Bank. This time when I came over here, I didn't drink all my water, so I don't have to stick the water inside of my scooter. There we go. There was a rock beneath my shoe. Kind of tracking there. Or a boot, rather. Mouse Potato said, I bet A.K. Nelson. I bet you too, man. He's a knowledgeable man. Thought that was some sort of lawn mower, but it's a truck, okay. As long as it works. After I walk through over here, I'm going to have to plug in my phone before the battery gets too low. And it should be okay. Strategic Print Lab. Mailboxes, packaging, and shipping. Interesting. It's so strategic. So maybe it's strategic enough that I have to maybe visit it one of these days, you know? Can't really see it though. Let me lower the exposure. There you go. Strategic. They're not playing any music over here this time, so I could just walk right through. Italian cuisine. Serafano's Italian restaurant. Pretty cool. No signal issues over here this time around. This time you see cars going that way. It's a pretty cozy suburban area. You can still hear that train very faintly in the distance. It's a very peaceful walk now. Eagles Landing, a country club community. No cars at all. Very slow light. Winsong Plantation at Eagles Landing. Wow. Pretty interesting. Welcome to my window. Welcome to the experience, guys. That tree, little branch or leaf, scraped the top of my hat a little. I heard it. Okay. I'm about to get back on my scooter now. I'm gonna go ahead and hydrate and ride over to the town area. Okay, so now I'm going to lower the resolution back down to 1080p as I go on my scooter and raise it back to, all right. Okay, we're in 1080p. Let me go ahead and get ready to head back. Still at 60 frames a second. Have to keep up the 60 hertz. Have to keep up the 60 FPS. So let me go ahead and put on my chest mount, get hydrated, and etc. Kind of broke a slight sweat there. Coming up the hill, as usual. Here you go. I've also got to plug in the power bank. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off and put this away. Here's my Hohem iSteady M6. Okay, here we go. Well, I could technically put this in the front way here. I need to also charge up my phone. I'll put these back on as well. Let me do one at a time. Let me put these on first. Got sweat in my eye. Didn't know I was going to break quite that much of a sweat, but it is humid out here. That turned a bit too much. Let me, here we go, so that they can see it from behind. The lights from behind. My power bank here. Put that in my pocket. Let's get the cord. I think I carried it with me, yep. Here's some water. Let's hydrate. All right, here we go. We're pretty much ready to go. Okay, phone is charging, and here we go. Let's go ahead and go back to the town area of Stockbridge. Cool air feels very good. Say bye to Eagles Landing for now, and go back to the town area of Stockbridge. Coming up next. Active there, Beach Warmer Sports Grill. almost ran over a cockroach just then. I ran quickly to the right. Goodness. Said yuck. Shout out to that driver. He's awesome, man. Or she's awesome. Wow, look at all these stars over here. And let me show you guys. Alright. Show you guys this real quick. Amazing. Let me get to a better signal area. Working with. I think I hear a train coming too, so let me hurry up and get to the town area. can even see the Little Dipper with my naked eye. You can see a lot of stars over here. It's too bad the signal's really choppy over here. It's too much static. It's clear right now, okay. It's awesome. We're almost there, so I'll set up my gimbal and stuff, and we'll go back to 4K 60 in a second. And hopefully I can get a train on camera. Those stars look amazing right now, I'll tell you that though. Set up over here. Okay. We can do it on the sidewalk here. Alright, let's set up again and get my gimbal back out, and my reflectors. Can turn these guys off. Put that back in the bag. Right, here we go. I think that's my sweat. I was wondering how water got onto it, but I don't think it's from inside of the bag. Oh, actually, you know what? I have to get the cord to plug into the gimbal. I forgot. So I have to take this back out anyway and get the cord. Let's do that real quick. Oops. There we go. It'll be a bit wobblier than I'd like, but at least the phone is still streaming and I can show you around here at night and test out the 4K 60 FPS qualities of the streaming app and camera. Really You can check that out. Let's go ahead and put you guys in here. It's doing just fine in 1080p though. Said unknown connection failure. Let me make sure I'm still on. Can you hear me, guys? Here we go, we're on. Okay. I just saw it on my phone. Because it said unknown connection failure. IRL Pro will do that sometimes. Whoa, I'm actually getting more stable connection out here than the Eagles landing tonight. Very interesting. 18.8 megabytes per second, all the way at 20. Whoops, let me see if I can bump that back down here, maybe to 6.9 megabytes per second. Megabits per second. Here we go. That way we don't have any buffering. Let me show you these stars in the sky, guys. Okay, we're at 4K 60 in the town of Stockbridge, Georgia. See that airplane UFO way in the distance? Here's the town hall. Looking pretty with the fountain. We'll be walking over there in a second. That is if there's no trains in the area. 30-minute parking. Okay. They have a table out here, pretty cool. And plants over there. Frozen smoke restaurant bar. Pretty cool. I can adjust my pocket here with the USB cord so it's not banging this whole time. I'll do this. Well, I'll do like this. Here we go. Sounds like we have a train in the area, but I'm just listening. Oh, it went vertical. Whoops. It went vertical by accident. Oops. There you go. Here you go. Come on, Gimple, here we go. There you go. That's all I wanted to do. I'll walk this area tonight. It is 2:45 a.m. I put a lot of effort into making this 4K 60 FPS live stream test video. This is the first I've ever done on this channel. I know SpaceX has done this. I know some other YouTuber streamers and professional companies have streamed at 4K 60 FPS, but they have beautiful signal. But I'm letting you know right now that you can do that yourself if you want to, using the IRL Pro app and my current phone, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, here in 2024. Here's the town hall of Stockbridge, Georgia. It looks really nice at night. And last but not least, I'm going to walk over by the fountain area at 4K 60 FPS. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and scoot back to the other side of town. I'm going to lower the stream back to 1080p though for that. don't know why that one isn't working, but I'm glad you're enjoying this Miss Celestial Ascent. Right, I'm going to go ahead and prepare to scoot back now, and I'm going to lower the stream resolution to 1440p this time. I'm not going to do 1080p. I'm just going to see if it works at 1440. But enjoy the view at 4K 60 before I lower it. If you're enjoying this, please give this a like and consider subscribing for more awesome content. Enjoy the view. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready to head back. Okay, I have this at 1440p. It's actually getting higher megabits per second than when I had it at 4K. We're about to go into areas that don't have good signal, so I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff away. Because we have better quality signal over here, but it may dip in some areas. I guess we could do this in 4K. As you watch me put this away. It's just a beautiful looking video. And then I'll switch it back to 1440p when I leave over here. That way we don't get too much buffering on the way back. The signal should be a lot better now that the towers are more freed up. head the opposite way. Here we go. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and it's working so well over here. Okay, 1440p. Here we go. 1440p. 3.8 megabytes per second. I want to make sure that it's doing its job. Negative 0.6 EV. All right, let's go ahead and head back. Very cozy. I knew it was going to make a turn. Shout out to all the late night hard workers out here. Follow that truck, I guess. As a matter of fact, before I do that, let me show off a bit. Yeah. Okay, let's head back. Miles per hour. It may be able to do 4K 60, but I don't know. I don't know yet. going so slow right now. Let's get up to the sidewalk here. I guess I can. Okay. Guess I kind of went through a cobweb. I don't really need these on over here. Not necessarily. Jeez.